Hi guys, what's up? It's Libby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be just kind of doing my everyday makeup routine that I've been doing. I wear very minimal makeup unless I'm doing YouTube videos or if I'm going out or like experimenting with makeup. My skin is like pretty clear. I don't have any problems with it. I do get like red right here and like here and a little bit on my chin, so sometimes I wear a little bit of like foundation or concealer. Just really light coverage. Just it makes me feel comfortable, a little bit more confident. So yeah, before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do put out new videos every Thursday and a bonus video throughout the week. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a video. Be sure to hit that like button, and let's get on to the video. Okay, so I feel like my skin, like I said, is pretty clear. I do have a lot of freckles, but I don't mind the freckles. So every day I start with a damp beauty blender, make sure it's nice and soft, and then I usually do like a BB cream or a CC cream or something that's really light coverage. So I really like the Rimmel London BB cream, and this is in the shade medium. I am really running low on this, so I'm gonna have to go get more, but I really like this. It smells like pretty good too, so I just put a little bit on my beauty blender, and then I usually hit like the chin, like right here under my nose, the nose area, and a little bit right in the middle of the forehead. So just like that, and then I just pat it out. It smells so good. It's kind of like smells like floral, like flowers. But yeah, if I'm like going to work or like on the weekends, I don't really like to wear a lot of makeup during the day, especially if I'm just like relaxing at home, watching movies, or like just running to the grocery store or something. I don't really need to wear a lot of makeup. And especially now that it's getting to be summertime, I wear so much less makeup in the summer just because I am out in the sun so much that I feel like my skin just has such a healthy glow. And okay, so yeah, this is like all I do for foundation. You can tell like my face still is red, dull in a little bit of areas, but that does not bother me. I might add a little bit more on my cheeks just because they are a little bit more red today. This is like the perfect shade for me right now too, this medium. I think it only comes in 3 shades, unfortunately, light, medium, and dark. But this is the perfect shade for me right now because I've been sleeping with tanning lotion on my face. I really like doing that. And so my face is a little bit darker than all my foundations. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know that like my foundation is really light for me right now. I have to go out and get one that's a little bit darker. So yeah, I feel like my skin looks pretty good. That's all I do for foundation. And then I go in with another Rimmel London product. This is the Stay Matte Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. I love this powder. I've gone through about 3 of them now, and I just use it on this really big fluffy brush, and I just pat it all over my face. It really just mattifies and kind of takes the oil out of my skin. Even though my skin is dry and I do like having oil, I don't necessarily like to look greasy. And I don't put a ton on, like this is pretty much all I do, and I just think it makes my skin look really good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this powder. I love it so much. Next, I just go in with a bronzer. This is from ColourPop. It is in the shade Afternoon Delight, and I use this really big fluffy brush. I just barely get any on my brush, and I just sweep it all over my face and a little bit down my neck. And this is a Real Techniques brush. This is just the Real Techniques powder blush, what? I think they have these brushes at Walmart, but I got them at Target too. I really love them. They're so inexpensive. And I feel like a lot of brushes like Morphe or BH Cosmetics, like unless you go to Sephora, and I live in like a really small town, so I have to like drive an hour to get to a Sephora. So it's really nice for me to just go to Target, which is 20 minutes from my house, and get you know, these really inexpensive makeup products that work really well. Okay, right now I'm just using the Kat Von D shade in Light Palette. I'm just using the darkest color in this palette. I just put a little bit here on my cheeks, and then and like when I do this, here, look, I'm going like this. Boop, boop, boop. Like, I'm not even really getting into the palette, because I don't really want that much product on my brush. I literally am just doing this kind of to add a shadow or like a suggestion to my face that I have contour on, because I don't, like I said, I don't really like to have a lot of makeup on my face. So next, I'm using the ColourPop blush. This is in the shade Weirdo. It's my favorite blush ever. And I just kind of, and again, I'm using the same brush. I just kind of scribble a little bit of this on my cheeks, really, really lightly. A little bit on my nose. And that's all I do for face makeup. So now I'll move on to the brows. I use well, first I use this little brush guy. Just brush them through. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Medium Brown, and I really only use this on the outsides of my brows, just to kind of define the edges, make a little bit of an outline of how I want the shape of my brows to be. But I keep my brows really like messy. Like, honestly, this is like as filled in really as I want to go, because it's just, I'm going for the like very light everyday makeup look. And quite frankly, like in the mornings and like on the weekends and stuff, I just don't have the patience. I don't really have the time to like sit down and spend an hour on my makeup. That's amazing if you do, but like me personally, I do not have the time. So this is like a really great alternative for me. So next I take the Tarte Busy Gal Brows. This is in the shade, I don't even know what shade this is. Oh, here we go, Medium Brown. So it's just a little tinted brow gel. I just brush all my brow hairs up, and I literally just dipped into the product once. Like, I barely have any product on my brush. Sorry, I still have those allergies that I was talking about in the last video, so my voice is like still pretty low, and I still have the sniffles and everything, but I really don't mind it. I'm not complaining, because that means it's getting nicer outside, but I do sound a little bit like sick or under the weather, but I'm not. Okay, so that's all I do for brows. I don't really wear any eyeshadow, but if I do, I'll take something like the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'll dip into, you can tell my favorite colors there. I can't even read what it says. I think it says Buzz. Okay, that wasn't even close. Buzz and Trick. I've had this palette for so long, but it's those two shades right there. One's kind of like a pinky shimmer, one's more of like an orange shimmer, and I just kind of mix those two together, and I put it right on the lid, and I just blend it up basically across my whole eye, but I really keep it concentrated more on the lid. And this is just like to add a little bit of shimmer to my eyelids. And I also put it like a little bit on the lower lash line. Alright, and that's all I do for eyes. Next, I'll just take an eyelash curler, any old eyelash curler, and just, curl my lip. Okay, this one sucks. What is wrong with this one? I'll use this one. This one's a little smaller. And then I use my favorite mascara lately. It is the Benefit I'm wearing Bella Grab mascara. No, this is this is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. It's my favorite mascara right now. I've been using it for a couple weeks. It's got this really thin applicator, and like, look, I'm barely touching my eyelashes, and it just goes on, like, it coats them so nicely. But yeah, look at that, one coat, and I mean, it already looks so good. I'm super excited because I think we're about to go to breakfast this morning. I just fed the dogs. It's such a nice day out. It's finally starting to get into like the 50s and 60s. Last but not least, I'll put a little bit of highlighter on. This is a ColourPop highlighter in the shade Smoke and Whistles, and it's kind of like a wet highlighter, so I just swirl my middle finger around in it and just tap it on the highest points in my cheek and kind of blend it in that way with my fingers. When I don't really wear a lot of makeup, I like feel like highlighter just looks so good because, I don't know, I'm just not wearing that much makeup, so you can just like notice it that much more. And then I also put a little bit right here, a little bit on my nose. and then a little bit up here. Alright, and then to finish off, I just pop on my Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. And there you have it, guys. This is what I do every day for makeup. Yeah, it's just a really comfortable, easy way to look a little bit more awake, especially when you're feeling tired. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. Be sure to subscribe. I do put out new videos every Thursday and then bonus video throughout the week. Thanks for watching.